Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect.
Wagwan people, Lumanny here, back in another episode of the Aston Villa Save here on my channel. We are now into episode number 12 here in season 2 of the Aston Villa Save. So I've taken in a lot of your guys' comments about putting Wagnerman on the right, then Danso next to him to hopefully help with Danso's shortcomings. Then we have the pace of Maatsen to also do the same for Pau Torres. I think this is pretty much the team we're going to go with for a big majority of the season. Then we'll have Onana and Buemo Menu, Hatate, all to come off the bench. Same with Bissek, Doughty, John Duran should he stay. Some of you were talking about Hatate not being out of position. He's not out of position when he plays in cam. So, yeah, he's fine on the training that he's on. He's on cam training at the minute for Shadow Striker, so no problems there. I can't foresee a lot of business unless we get some big offers in for players. I'm not planning on making any more signings. A lot of you said to go forward with Matty Cash as the backup and then Wagnerman as our starter. So unless someone comes in to sign Matty Cash, then we probably will just continue with how things are. We've got a couple more pre-season games to play before we get into the season. I think we literally might have maybe one more. Yeah, we got one more against Osasuna. Then we will have 3 games in the league to start off our season. So I might do that. I'm going to do that off camera. Then we'll play these games, and if there's stuff in between them, I'll show you guys that. But if there's not, then I'll just continue. But yeah, I'm going to advance. I'll let you know the result of the Osasuna game after we play it, and I'll let you know if anything else happens. 3 interesting offers coming in here. Ross Barkley, we have an 11 million offer from Lazio for him. I will just accept that because obviously we do want to move him on. Got a swap deal from Sampdoria for Illing Jr. with a player that I'm not really interested in coming the other way. 71 rated left back. Looks okay. Not a player that's likely to get into our team anytime soon though. So we'll go and negotiate for this and see. I've not really got plans for Illing Jr. He would be rotation. I'm not going to let him go on the cheap. They will match 12.5 though, which would be a nice little cash injection. We do then have an offer in here for Stanisic. Again, I'm not going to let him go for cheap. I'm going to ask for 25. I think they'll probably walk out on 25. Yeah, they will. So we'll see what happens with those other 2 deals. 2 players potentially going to Italy. A crazy one here. Manchester United coming in for an offer for Alex Moreno. I will just accept it, because obviously I'm not going to bother trying to negotiate on that one. Arda Güler has just moved to City, who was a player that I was scouting in case we didn't sign Xavi Simons, but we have now, so it doesn't really matter too much to us. So Ross Barkley will be leaving us to join Lazio, I believe it was. Nice little cash injection for us there. Oh wow, okay. John Duran tweeted out. I didn't know players tweeted out as well. We did win that last game 6-1, so nice finish to our pre-season for sure. 13 days before we get into our first league match against United. Another departure coming here. Looks like Moreno will be joining United as well, so he may even play against us, or he might be a rotational option. I don't know for sure, but mostly what I'm happy about is getting his giant wages off the books. If we sell Sousa here, I may actually look to bring in another rotational option in fullbacks, just because we'd only have Maatsen and Doherty on the left, and then we'd have Wagnerman and Cash on the right with Stanisic able to play in between both by not bothering to put a sell-on clause in there, but they're not even willing to do that. So at the moment, Sousa's going to be staying with us. Guess that's the luxury of being a club like United. 115k a week for a 33-year-old left back. Samuel Illing Jr. will be leaving us to join who was it? Sampdoria. Mohamed Salah, I don't know if you just saw it there. Yeah, there it is. Mohamed Salah has joined Inter for 57 million. Someone says we're a sinking ship. That's quite harsh, I think. Do have a loan going on here, another one to add to the list. Michael Murphy, who just played for us in our 6-1 win in pre-season, will be going out on loan. Rico Richards, those two are not very easy to get off the books right now, but yeah, we're only one day away from the opening game of the season, so it could be, I don't think there's going to be much more excitement before that. Musa Adu now going out on loan to Germany for a year. And here we are. We are at the first game of the season. Tough matchup going to be coming up here against United. I'm going to do the press conference off camera. May even do a proper press conference this time, but we'll see how I feel when it comes to editing. Hello everyone, welcome to our first press conference. Let's get underway with questions. Do you feel that you have one up going into this game over United, considering you beat them to get top 4 at the end of last season? I don't think you can put too much stock into results from last season. A lot of teams have changed, come with different ambition, strengthened. So, though it's a nice feather in our cap and it was very good for us and a big morale boost to take forward for us to show that we can compete with the best, I don't think you can oversell it and think that it's going to have an impact on today's game or this season whatsoever. Like I said, it was a nice result for the fans. It was nice for us to finish the season on such a high of pipping United to 4th place. Not that in the end it earned us Champions League football, but that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, I don't think you can put too much into it. A fair few important positions have changed for you so far this season. Do you think they're going to gel well going into this first game? Look, I think every team goes through the same things. Luckily for us, we got a lot of our transfers done before the last season of the last game of pre-season. So the boys have had a decent amount of time to gel and train together. I think it will probably still take a little bit of time, obviously, at full match speed to see how things will come together, but I'm confident that we've brought in a good crop of players. We've brought in players that will mesh well, and as you say, will hopefully do a decent job of replacing the players that have departed from their positions. So yeah, I'm confident in all of our boys that they're going to go out there and give us the best performance that they can. Where do your ambitions lie for this season? Do you think that your team should be competing for the league, winning silverware, top 4? What would you have to say? If you want to progress a team, you have to up your ambitions every year. We know now that we are a team that can compete for things. Obviously, Champions League semi-final last season, 4th place in the league. We didn't necessarily do too well in the cups, but we had 1 or 2 wins here in the Carabao Cup. So we know we can compete for things. I think that to say that we're going to be able to go and win the league would probably be a little bit over ambitious on our part, but I think we can definitely be in the conversation at least. I think we're at that level now, and I think this season we should realistically be walking away with a piece of silverware. It's not going to be easy. There's a lot of tough matches and it's a long season, so we'll have to see how things go. You could talk to me in a couple of weeks and this could be a completely different conversation. That's just how football goes from time to time, but at the moment that's where we would be setting our ambitions as a team, and I think everybody's on board with that. Thanks guys.
The stage is set and the tension is palpable.
That was a weird start to things. Here we are, away at Old Trafford. I believe this is where we won our last game of the season to get us into 4th place last season. Obviously, that didn't end up counting for anything because Arsenal would go on to win the Champions League, which would knock us down to the Europa League, That Tifo's not working out very well. But at least we have a decent history here. I know it's not going to be anywhere near as easy as that this time round, because they're going to be probably looking to push on and try and finish above us, if not challenge for something. We're looking to try and challenge for something, but like I said, I feel like challenging for the league at the moment is still just outside of our realms. But we'll give it a good go, and a good start away against United would be a huge boost to our start of the season.
3-1. A lot of coaches
So Unai Simon in goal, Moreno, De Ligt, Sandro Martinez, Mazraoui, Ugarte, Palacios, Rashford, Diallo, Fernandez with Højlund up top. Saw Nuno Mendes on the bench, but didn't see many other players that were on their bench. Our team, Emi Martinez, we've got Pau Torres, Kevin Danso, Wagnerman, Matson, Kamara, Koku with Xavi Simons, Ansu Fati, Watkins and Leon Bailey, hoping to be a very deadly front four from us this season, and it's going to be a very good early test of that against United, especially in the rain. Why the hell did Danso just run away there? Ansu Fati's picked it up nicely, finds Ollie Watkins. He can reverse this across to Leon Bailey. He's messed up the pass to Xavi Simons. Leon, how have you messed that up? That should have been an easy 1-0. Maybe I should have just gone for the shot, but I want to go for the guaranteed goal instead. But Leon Bailey absolutely fluffs his pass. That is horrendous from him.
Promising looking attack from United.
Making up for his error in the first place. Pau Torres does not deal with it. Emi Martinez luckily comes out and Rashford doesn't pass it. It is half time at Old Trafford and it is 0-0. Not the most exciting half, I'll be honest. Probably both teams should be playing a little bit better. Not a lot of shots. We had probably the best opportunity of the game, but we fluffed the pass with Leon Bailey.
Conceding chances like that, you feel it's only a matter of time.
Good tackle. Not making our chances count right now. It's frustrating. Good work there. Into Watkins, and there we go. We do get one after a good press. Find the ball to the main man, Ollie Watkins, through the middle. And that is the first goal of the game. We 100% should have scored one by now. Or one team should have. We've probably had the better chances now in the second half. But now we finally do find our way through and finally do find our lead 1-0 in the 70th minute. It's been a tough one, I'll be honest. But we have done it. Marcus Thuram now on the field. Let's see if we can just swing this one. That's a great ball. Leon Bailey brings it down well. Finds Ollie Watkins. Oh, should have been two. Especially if he wants to fight for his place back. He can play well. Good save from Emi Martinez there, because we just basically let Marcus Thuram through. Don't mind them having the ball here whatsoever. United not putting the ball forward, and that will be it. We will gut out a 1-0. To be honest, I think you can say that we probably did deserve to win it. It was a tough game though. United did have some very good chances. A good late save from Emi Martinez there helps us hold on to things. Match stats wise, you see United had the possession, but we had more of the chances, and you'd probably have to say the better chances as well. A nice 1-0 victory for us. I think so. They're not all 0-0. But to start things off with a win after playing away at Old Trafford, that is a very nice start. Doesn't get any easier for us though, because next we have to go into a game against Spurs. Like I said, no time to wait. We are already at the next game of the season against Spurs. They are currently in second because I think they won their first game 3-0. A couple of other teams have played, so we've dropped down early doors. A lot of other teams scoring goals, it seems. So looks like the race for that top four is going to be even hotter this season. But yeah, game jumped straight into. Don't know what just happened to me there. Kobbie Mainoo has asked to play this game. I I don't think I'm going to start him yet. He might come off the bench, but yeah, he is asking, so we may be in trouble with giving him that important role. Here we go, back at home for the next game of our season. Spurs gave us 2 very tough games last season. They beat us pretty handily towards the end of the season last season as well, when we were in the race for that top 4 spot. Kind of want a bigger performance from Xavi Simons this game if he can step up a bit more. Didn't see a lot of him, and it's starting to make me think that maybe that cam role in this team struggles a bit more to actually influence the game. No changes to our lineup coming into this one, still exactly the same thing. Did like Wagnerman. Maatsen needs to step up a little bit. He was a bit iffy in that game. Koku did really well in that midfield, sweeping all across, and I need more from Leon Bailey in a passing capacity. Let's take a look at Spurs lineup, see what changes they've got this season. Still Vicario in goal, Romero, Quansah, Pedro Porro, Doggy, Sarr, Archgray, Solomon, Madsen, Kulusevski, Son. Further Mendy on their bench, I've just seen there, but this is the problem with the AI. When you play against the AI, you just can't wriggle away from them. And this one there again, it's kind of too float this time from Xavi Simons though. What's happening? Why has James Madsen got a force field on him? I can't run towards him. No, go away with that. Good tackle, Danso. Koku got tripped up and what? There's no way. Solomon, really? Great tackle. Referee, hello. Do you know what a foul is? My God. Just got Spurs players hurling themselves at me from all over the place, and it's just fine.
Spurs with real width here.
Of course they would score from their second shot as well. I can't believe that, man. One attack from Spurs and they just get all the way through after all the attacks we've had. Oh my goodness. Alfie Dotti getting caught out going forward. Kevin Danso again. He's just not near the play. This was my problem with Kevin Danso last season. He just wasn't there when I needed him to be. Oh my God, Ollie, that is your third opportunity. Is that really going to go perfectly for him?
I think he has to go here. And that is the end of the game. The referee shows red.
Yeah, it's a poor challenge.
What?
There's always going to be a red. They'll have to readjust now.
How is that a red? How is that even a foul? What is this game? I can't believe what is happening in this game. Yeah, we deserve that as well. Xavi Simons gets his first goal as an Aston Villa player. We deserve that 100%. Spurs do not deserve to be in the lead, let alone have us have a player sent off. I didn't even see how that was a foul. I'm going to literally have to look at that again at the end of the game, because it didn't seem like a foul to me.
Time for just a few questions.
Just before that, Xavi Simons is named player of the match for his equaliser and gets the plaudits with the picture here as well. Don't know what's going on with his shirt, but sure. Good. It was what I asked of him. He didn't do anything, like he was on the ball, he was in dangerous areas, and that's all I wanted him to do. So I'm happy with that performance from him. Right, nothing to report in between this match and the last so far. Matty Cash is saying something to us. Ready to come in for Matson. He probably won't be coming in for Matson because Doherty definitely will. Do have some scout reports before this. Oh my god. Got a whole bunch of rescheduled games as well. Probably 8. And Moscow's talks broke down again. So we do have Aston in the Carabao Cup, which isn't great fun for the first round of the Carabao Cup. So that's probably just going to be one that we accept a loss in. We will be starting our Europa League campaign with a match against... Hasn't even really been drawn. Hasn't been drawn in here yet. Weird. But anyway, we will be starting things with a match against Slavia Prague. We then go to Reims and Legia Warsaw. Why is that so bright? We play Union Berlin, Besiktas and Dinamo Zagreb, as well as Rio Ave and Olympiacos. So winnable fixtures for us for sure, I would say. We do have scout reports back though, so we will do those quickly before we get into the last game against Leeds. No one to stand out to talk about here. We do have Zande Hamidou, who is 75 to 94 potential, but only 64 potential overall. And there was also Joshua Omabo, but he, again, the overall isn't the highest, so I'm not going to get too excited about that. Could have a potentially decent one here with Javi Murillo coming out at 57 to 75, 87 potential overall. These two guys also look okay. George Toledo with 70 to 94 potential, 51 to 67. So they could be the pickups of this round. And the Montenegrin goalkeeping pool looking decent here. Oh, that guy's fine. He's only 14, so he might grow. 56 to 74 overall with a potential of 70 to 90. He will be getting called up straight away because we don't have a goalkeeper in the team. The other two I'm going to leave in there. I think I'll also call up Javi Murillo here as well. Oh, we can't. Let's take a look at who we have in there already, and then we'll make that decision. Just to have a little look at him, Milovan Juranovic. That is a bit of a mouthful to say. He is 6'5", obviously, as we know, Montenegrin. Goalkeeper plus already on his card. Goalkeeping stats aren't looking great at the minute. He is 60 rated, so he looks okay, and he's got the footwork play style. Not bad overall. I'm going to call up Agbala as well and try and get him a loan. And then we will call up Javi Murillo. And maybe I'm going to call up Toledo as well, and then leave everybody else. I don't think any of the Ghanaian boys. I think I want to see them grow a little bit more and see where they're at. So let's take a look at the lads we just brought up there. Those players out on loan. So Javi Murillo, 16 years old, 5'9", 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. No play styles on him at the minute. Does have wing back plus at right back. Can play left back as well. Acceleration and stamina are decent. Agility, balance, sprint speed could all use a bit of work. George Toledo, he is only 14 at the minute, so he has a lot of time to grow still. He's got attacking wing back, can also play both sides. There's not much point running down his stats at the moment, but they could be decent looking players. I haven't actually, I'm not going to do this first youth tournament because I just don't want to do it at the moment. I'd rather just crack on with some games and then maybe play that. And I'm doing off-camera stuff. But anyway, we are at the Leeds game. They're currently struggling as they're just newly promoted. Let's see if they either add to our misery or if we can add to theirs. Here we go, another away game. 4 points from 2 games so far. Would prefer to make it 7 from 3 if we can. But yeah, we are here at Elland Road. Like I say, Leeds are newly promoted side, so they will be slightly weaker, but we know that they love to give us trouble, newly promoted sides in FIFA career modes, and we've had 2 very tough games. And I'm expecting this one to kind of not be any different, to be honest, even against a newly promoted side. So let's take a look at their lineup, and then we will go from there.
The Leeds United lineup.
4-2-3-1 for them, so sliding straight into the Premier League standard. Emir Reese in goal, Firpo, Ampadu, Rodon, Bogle, Tananka, JB, Greenwood, Bamford, Pineda, Jack Harrison. Doesn't look like they've made a whole bunch of signings, but they've got a couple of players in there. 2 enforced changes for us. Emi Martinez still in between there. Alfie Doughty coming in, Bissek coming in as well. Besides from that, the rest of the team is exactly the same. All these players have kind of played well in various spurts. Last game was probably Xavi Simon's game. What? Oh my lord. Why? Stop! What is going on? Why is it switching me to Emi Martinez and trying to get me to sprint out of the box? When we tried to go with him a minute ago, it didn't work out. Good press from us here. Kamara wins at half the pitch. Finds the ball to Xavi Simons, who rolls it through to Ansu Fati. Not had the start that I was anticipating for Ansu Fati so far, but maybe that goal will help him get out of the blocks a bit more. Great press from us here against Leeds. Nice little ball into Xavi Simons, I think it was. He, from Boubacar Kamara, sorry, to Xavi Simons. He then rolls it through to Ansu Fati. 1-0. That is the kind of press that I want to be seeing more against the bigger sides in the table. Ansu Fati's like attached himself to his man's back there. Finds Ollie Watkins and it's going to deflect in. It's a bit of a lucky one in the end, but it will end up in the back of the net. Ollie Watkins took a little bit longer to take the shot than I was hoping he would do, but luckily it deflects in off of Ampadu, I think it was there. You see here, I kind of wanted to pull the trigger there. It took a little while. Ampadu then actually deflects off Ampadu back onto Ollie Watkins' feet and then chips the keeper who's already on his way down. So a very lucky goal, but we take any goals that we can get. Koku, how have we run that off the pitch there? Oh, that's a good ball to Harrison. Not more of the same, clearly. Again, we fall asleep defensively. It's the same story that we have basically every single time we defend. What is Pau Torres doing? Why is he taking so long to come out there? He should be reacting to that. I'd love a clean sheet at some point, boys.
Control parts of the game, and they have shown some quality in attack.
Whatever, we take those. Even if that was a foul, that would have been fine. Xavi Simons, good deflection. Stop running though.
Well, he hasn't had his name taken.
I think that'll be his final warning.
There goes Mbuemo. Can he get his first Villa goal? Yes, he can, and he can wrap up all 3 points for us. That was a lot tougher than it should have been, but a good time for Brian Mbuemo to pop up with his first Aston Villa goal off of the bench, because that was looking like we might slip to a 2-2 for a minute there. Would have been deserved from Leeds as well, because they have outplayed us in the second half. Going to say the cliche of a game of two halves, but luckily we do actually manage to wrap it up. We just have that quality in front of the goal. I think if Leeds had a bit more of a finisher, maybe a bit more of a playmaker in that midfield. There you go. It is 7 points from 3 games. Tough games, man, to be honest. Obviously it's the Prem, so you would expect them to be tough. But undefeated in our first 3, that is a nice start for us, especially having tough games against Spurs and United. Not as smooth as it looks. So that is where we will finish the episode in the table, finishing in 3rd place. Brighton actually top of the table with 3 wins from 3 so far. So an impressive start from them. But yeah, 3 tough games. Look, feeling like it's going to be a tough season. Every team coming to play for sure. No one laying down. Going to be a tough episode next episode as well, with Liverpool, the current reigning champions. Cup game against Arsenal. Do have an offer in here from for Emi Buendia from Fiorentina Feyenoord. I will negotiate. Like I said, I don't want to let him go for cheap. It's kind of going up quite high, so I'm going to stick to my guns. And no, it's going to fall through, which is fine by me, because I would like to keep Emi Buendia around if he's happy playing that rotational role. Anyway, let's see. Let's look at the current top deals. Xhaka has joined Spurs. That is very controversial. Mourinho going to Wolfsburg, and Lopez. That is the latest deals. The top deals are the same, obviously. But yeah, I will advance, let you guys know if anything goes down. Otherwise, we may be wrapping it up after this. Do have a transfer offer in here for Alfie Doughty from Lens. I'll bring it down to 38,900. I'm definitely not letting him go on the cheap, and they don't want to come up to that, so that's fine. He can stay with us. I'm more than happy with that. Couple of offers coming in here. Another loan offer for Agbala. We will have to negotiate this now for the wage split. Loan to buy offer from Bournemouth. Did Bournemouth get relegated last season? Well, I will negotiate. I'm not really too keen to let him go, but maybe a loan. It's not going to be a 2-year, that's for sure. You'll 100% have to pay more of the wages than me. I'm not even really willing. Kind of. I prefer if you would take slightly more. They won't take slightly more, so that will be it for that. Then the last one, we have a swap deal here for Jaden Philogene with Suso being offered to us. Suso can cover a lot of positions in our team. I don't think I want to sign a 31-year-old Suso, especially considering he's probably on quite a lot. I mean, he's only on 34k. I wonder if I could train him down to lower than a CM. I don't think that's a good deal for us, personally. I'm intrigued by Suso purely based on the fact that I think there's some like interesting things I could try and get done for Suso. 12 million on top of that, not 2. We'll bring it down to 9. I don't want to let this go. I'll literally take the 500k off. They're actually going to try and meet that. Interesting. I didn't think they would go for that, 'cause it's basically double Suso's valuation. So what, that would be 27 million overall for a player that was valued at 13. Let's try and negotiate with Suso. Again, if he's not willing to bring his wages down to a rotational standard, then it's not a player that I'm going to be interested in bringing in. He 100% is only ever going to play rotation for me. 2 years is fine by my standards. There's absolutely, you know what? There's no point in even negotiating when you're coming out with 86 million when you're currently on 34. Matty Cash, I would be more willing to sell, but still, I think I'm going to try and go closer to the 40 mark on Matty Cash. I think he's worth more than that. They're not even willing to negotiate up that high, so I'm happy to keep both of them, to be fair. We're into the last hour, so there probably won't be anything else done now unless Agbala accepts one of those loans, which it looks like he is going to do. He's going to go out on loan to Belgrano, which I'm not really sure where they're from, to be honest, but that is what it is. And we've got a late offer for Matty Cash here. I don't think even if this is accepted that it will be able to go through, but again, I'm going to go 45 starting, so they'll probably just walk out on that. I'm actually more willing to negotiate. Go 41,500 is my lowest offer, but no, that is not going to come through, which is fine by me. But yeah, that's going to be it for deadline day. Nothing else. Agbala obviously does go out on loan right at the end. Let's see what the latest deals are saying. Kramaric joining Monza. Romero making a hop across to Germany. What are the top deals? Kubo has gone to Saudi Arabia in a big deal. Destiny Udogie also going to join Inter. That's pretty massive. Let's look at the top deals of the window altogether. Aurelian Tchouameni joining Arsenal from Real Madrid for 100k. Declan Rice would go to Bayer Leverkusen. We're up there with Xavi Simons coming to us from PSG. Cody Gakpo has switched Liverpool for London and joined West Ham. Gabriel, we saw, joined Real Madrid, Dybala joining Arsenal, Gyökeres coming across, finally getting his big move, and making the jump to Liverpool. That's when we just saw Kubo going to Al Hilal. The controversial signing of Granit Xhaka by Tottenham. Rudiger has joined City along with Arda Güler, double transfer from Real Madrid. Diogo Costa has gone to Roma. Diogo Jota going to Barca. Koku for us. We saw that one earlier. Mohamed Salah leaving Liverpool. DeMarco joined PSG. Van der Ven went to Atletico Madrid. That one that we knew happened because we played against him. John McGinn leaving us, obviously. Brahim Diaz would join Liverpool. Arnel Martinez, who we were looking at, joined Stade Rennes. Achraf Hakimi also joining Inter, so they're looking strong. Hugo Duro coming across. I'll just scroll through a couple more of these. Jadon Sancho did leave Manchester United to join Bayern in the end. Leipzig signing Rafinha. Lots of movement, lots of big deals. Van Dijk joining Tottenham from Liverpool. We didn't actually play against... Oh, that's just happened. That's why. Trubin joining Wolves. Antonio Silva going to Real Madrid as well. So Benfica getting raided a little bit. Cucurella's gone. This one I saw, which was interesting. Rasmus Højlund joining Bologna. Obviously, United had just signed Joshua Zirkzee last season from Bologna. So Bologna taking United's other striker as their replacement. See if we see any other crazy ones as we're scrolling through here. Not too crazy. A lot of money spent though. You can see a lot of Raheem Sterling going to Roma is a pretty big one, and Pickford joining Napoli as well. Pretty crazy one overall. But yeah, those are most of the deals. I'm not going to keep going through all of them. Obviously, we have a decent couple of deals ourselves. But that will be the end of deadline day. We'll probably get that stupid obligatory big offer. There it is. Liverpool coming in for Pau Torres at the end of the window. Just going to out of hand reject that because it wouldn't go through anyway. Like, we do finish the episode in 4th after Liverpool, I think, must have won their game to go above us on goal difference. So a decent start to the season. 2 tough games, 1 game that we should have won probably a little bit more convincingly, but we did win it anyway. Couple big signings for us in this window as well. Not a lot in this episode obviously, but couple big signings. I'll just scroll through the team here. You guys put down in the comments for me what you think we should do in January. Obviously we have a pretty healthy load of cash still. I think we still have about 100 million left to spend in January. Put down below if you have anyone that you want us to sign specifically. Obviously you haven't seen the team fully play yet. You've only seen 3 games, so you'll have a better idea as thing goes on, but I just like to keep it in your head so that you're always giving me suggestions, and I make sure that I pick them up and don't make signings that you guys wouldn't approve. But that is going to be the end of this one. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell to get notified when the next episode is available to you, and I hope to see you in it. Peace.